All right, guys, welcome back to another episode. So we're going to be talking about a few things. This will be a informative video. So without further ado, here we go. So Hardcore Ironman, there is an event coming up, and I'm going to just read verbatim what it says here. So Hardcore Ironman Event 2025. Let me zoom in for you. All right. Hey survivors, we know it's been a while since the last Hardcore Ironman event, but we hope everyone is ready as it's finally time for the next Hardcore Ironman. In order to strike a balance between those who wanted a month-long event again and those who wanted a shorter one, we'll be hosting the Hardcore Ironman event starting on November 21st, 8 a.m. Eastern Time, or Forum Time, and ending 2 weeks and some change later on December 8th at 8 a.m. Eastern Time. In order to give people a break after the Halloween event and before the Christmas event, we decided this was the best timeline to fit the Hardcore Ironman event into this year still. Alright, so what they're saying is there's an event coming up, and it's going to last from the 21st of November till the 8th of December. This is a Hardcore Ironman event. There will be some new items, the Hardcore Ironman shop. These will not be released until after the Hardcore Ironman event. So what that means is right now these items are not available in the Hardcore Ironman store or shop. So if you don't know what this is, there's a shop, and I believe it's when you hit level 120 that gets unlocked, and you can purchase items that are not available to non-Hardcore Ironman accounts. So we're going to get the Rust Warden 36, which is an assault rifle, and a pan hammer, which is pretty badass. It's a hammer with a pan on it because the pan's amazing. And it just looks cool, right? Everybody wants a frying pan. Well, this is a pan hammer. Our primary focus is still U5, the Unreal Engine 5. So there are no major changes for Hardcore Ironman. However, we are always looking at ways to improve the event game mode as well as add more items, features to it. So there will be some smaller tweaks. We're also currently exploring possible Hardcore Ironman cosmetics that we can add to spice things up a bit. More changes will be listed in the change log by Clayton at a later date. So, more changes are to come, but this is what we know right now. And before I get into this real quick, let's look at some Hardcore Ironman current things, right? So, Hardcore Ironman weapons. There's the frying pan. The golden frying pan. It's a golden skeleton that makes things very satisfying. Bonk when bashing skulls. Rumor has it that any zombie slain by this weapon would turn into solid gold themselves. They really don't. But it's just a cool thing, right? It's a Hardcore Ironman item. You'll see people with it. It does 500 damage. But this thing's just pretty awesome. I've seen people using it, and I've always wanted one. So it's something we might try to get. There's the Rev Saw, the AKP, Saw Blade Launcher, Dominator, Scrap Shot, Siege Cannon. There's some really cool stuff in here. There's armor, IM2 armor, combat suit. There's the combat helmet. There is the IM2 implant, which is, I didn't even know this was a thing. 10% EXP gain, 5% movement speed. So this is pretty awesome. But anyway, and then there's going to be some more items coming out that we do not know about yet, right? Like these two. All right, so some more information. All right, only new Hardcore Ironman accounts will be eligible to participate. So with that being said, I got a lot of flack for my Hardcore Ironman series, and that's okay. People were asking why I was starting it when this is starting, and you know what? You're right. So I don't have a lot of time, but I think I have time to do this. So I will pause that. We'll restart. We only did one episode. So we'll start fresh, and we'll start with everybody. And our goal is to get to level 120. So only new Hardcore Ironman accounts will be eligible to participate. Do not create your Hardcore Ironman account until after the event has started. We will not restore accounts due to accidental deaths or game bugs. So if something happens and you die, you're dead. They're not going to restore it. And remember, all this is subject to change, so they can still change this. All right, so what do we get for doing this competition? Well, top one. So the top first player here is going to get 10 of the Hardcore Ironman boxes on their main or on the alt they completed it with. So you can pick, you want it on your main account or your alt, plus the Hardcore Ironman shop access on main account. So you can actually get the Hardcore Ironman shop on your main account. So like my main account, Zega, I could give it access to this. If I got first, I could give it access to this. All right, so the top 5, so 2nd through 5th place, 4 Hardcore Ironman crates, Hardcore Ironman shop access, permanent on the account it was earned on, or transferred to verified main account. So this one, you get the Hardcore Ironman shop access on main account or on the alt they completed it with. And the same thing with this one. So, and then the top 6 through 30, you get 2 Hardcore Ironman crates on the main account. Now there's a note here. Anyone who manages to reach level 120 during the event will not take a spot on the leaderboards as they automatically unlock the shop by then. For example, if number 1 is level 120, then 2nd place will be considered 1st place, and so on, to make it more fair for anyone who was within reach of placement on the leaderboard to possibly get pushed out by level 120 who has already had access. So it sounds like everybody that hits 120 will get this. Milestones, so level 60 Dusk Reward box, 65 you get another one, 70, 80, 90, 100, and so forth. If you get level 120, you get 8. Rewards are subject to change before and during the event for better or for worse. So they are saying this could change, so keep that in mind. And then people are obviously commenting down here, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, so there is a Hardcore Ironman event coming out. Again, it's for 2 weeks, November 21st till December 8th. So the 21st till the 8th. Long story short, you want to get to level 120. There are more changes to come, but anyway, if you don't know what Hardcore Ironman is, it's permadeath. If your character dies, you're dead. Also, and I'm not a pro at this. Like I said, if you watch my video, you can tell I'm not a pro. But there's no trading, so there's no marketplace. You got to find your items. You got to find your ammo. You got to do some crafting. Well, you don't have to craft, but it goes a long way. But it's Dead Frontier, except almost like single player. You know what I mean? Like it is a single player experience. So you got to play it safe. You got to play it smart, and you got to have fun. So anyway, if you guys haven't seen that, go check it out. And again, if you want to read it, go to forums, go to announcements, and click on Hardcore Ironman Event right there, and go to the first page. So if you guys didn't know about this, now you know. And I hope to see you guys there. Let's hit level 120 together. And again, I will resume my Hardcore Ironman journey, but we'll go ahead and wait until the actual contest starts because I do want to get to level 120. So that's our goal. Other than that, you guys stay tuned. I have a lot more things coming out. Just watch the channel. And I got some good news for the channel and for you guys and for myself. We've unlocked some things in the YouTube studio. So I talk about that on an upcoming video. But anyway, more to come on that. So until next time, guys, stay safe out there. Peace.